You know, they say curiosity killed the cat for a good reason. Maybe you don't go using your position to try and dibble-dabble into the president's medical affairs. You want to be the next Julian Assange? I don't think so. I don't know how to explain this other than a curious young sailor in the medical field thought it'd be a good idea to try and look up the President of the United States, Joe Biden's medical records.
Come on, man.
And obviously, if you Google the word Joe Biden a couple of times in some sort of medical registry, people are gonna look for that.
No way.
It's basically the same thing of ordering 30 solvent traps off of Temu. The ATF's gonna go, bing, red flag. What was that? Oh, this idiot did the most obvious thing ever that we should obviously look into? Pull your head out of your ass, kid. Because that's exactly what happened. A sailor assigned to a medical team based out of Virginia unsuccessfully tried to access the president's medical records several times at the beginning of the year. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he went through Genesis, which is a huge computer software program that has every military member's medical records in it. If you're just joining the military, they use Genesis to look back in your previous health past, your medical past, to be like, oh, were you on a medication, or were you submitted into a crazy asylum because, you know, you're a nut job and maybe you shouldn't because you might try to run out of basic training and hijack a school bus with kids on it.
As the students were getting in, a trainee from the nearby Army base shoved his way on with an Army-issued rifle.
Because that happened, and I did a video on it. In fact, I did 2 on it. But besides Genesis having all of your medical history, records, documentation, etc., it being a huge pain in the ass for recruiters, because if you had the sniffles one time when you were 5, and they give you albuterol inhalers, they're like, oh, you got asthma, you can't join in. Then you gotta get a million doctor signatures. I'm sorry, I digress, off topic. Biden, got it. Obviously, you can't just go into some sort of medical records database like Genesis and Google Joe Biden and then the president's information is gonna be readily available. It's blocked. I'm sure that there are some sort of firewalls. I don't even know if it would be in Genesis. I know he goes to Walter Reed and that shit's definitely kept tight, so I don't think that it's gonna be on just a random Genesis thing like that. But the kid typed in the name Joe Biden several times in mid-February, trying to see if he couldn't get the president's medical records. And there are some theories about this. One, why not try it? Huh? You're there, you've got the access at your fingertips, you are medical personnel. It does violate HIPAA because the president is not your patient, but who's gonna tell? So you put in Joe Biden, some dude pops up, you're like, oh my gosh, the president is actually on here. This is gonna be so cool. And it's actually some 25-year-old who happens to share the name Joe Biden. Obviously not him. But there is a possible second reason that news outlets have been reporting, and that is because a couple weeks prior to this sailor trying to find the president's medical history, documentation, etc., I will quote, a report issued February 5th by special counsel Robert Hur, who did not recommend criminal charges against the president for mishandling classified documents during the years after he served as vice president, but described Mr. Biden as someone who, during a trial, quote, would likely present himself to a jury, as he did during our interview of him, as a sympathetic, well-meaning, elderly man with a poor memory. And that quote set off a lot of question marks throughout the country, as in, what do you mean poor memory? Does he have dementia? Is there something wrong with him? Is somebody hiding something from us about the mental capacity of the president of the United States?
What are you hiding?
And a theory is that this young sailor wanted to be like, well, let me check on that. Beep, 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 beep. Joe Biden. Oh, it's not there.
God damn it! Hate this hacker crap.
And honestly, I can't blame him. We all saw that debate.
Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
It was interesting to have so many politicians and news people say,
in fact, I think he's better than he's ever been. This version of Biden is the best Biden ever.
He's sharper than he was in 2020, and then have him kind of stumble and stall and...
Look, if
Now the kid has been reprimanded. Doesn't say what he did. Maybe scolded, a slap on the hand. You can't violate HIPAA like that and just look people up. He's still serving. He's not out. Rightfully so. Definitely a smack on the wrist is happening. And obviously they told the president immediately. I don't know what the president said. None of the story said. But it went right up the chain of command to just everybody in the chain of command. And then eventually all the way to the president. Hey, can you imagine being that guy? Hey, Mr. President. Huh? What? Some sailor tried to access your medical documents and stuff like that. Corn Pop!
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
No, Mr. President. Just, you know what? We'll take care of it. You got ice cream. We beat Medicaid. I can only imagine the field day if certain news outlets got a hold of that information. Hysterical. And a special thanks to this video sponsor, TechPack! By clicking the link below and using code ANGRY, you get a $65 EDC pack for free. Mine came with hearing protection, a flashbang cup, a cool t-shirt, and weapons parts. That's code ANGRY when you click the link below for a free $65 EDC kit. All right. Best way to support the channel is get yourself a shirt. Got a brand new shirt. Clean shaven and misbehaving. I know that sailor was clean shaven and misbehaving. One of his buddies might want to get him that shirt considering probably had a little pee-pee smack and is going to be on extra duty for a little while. Cheapest way to support the channel is leave a comment. Tell me what you thought would be on that mysterious Joe Biden medical analysis. Is it deep? Is it dark secrets? What's it called? Adrenochrome? Is he on the adrenochrome? By the way, I'm on Pepperbox now, and if you don't know what Pepperbox is, it's where myself, Donut Operator, Demo Ranch, a lot of the people on YouTube who see the writings on the wall, YouTube demonetizing a lot of GunTube, we decided to start up a streaming service that should YouTube just wipe us all out, you could still be able to find us. Now, all of my stuff is still gonna be here on YouTube for free, so you don't have to worry about having to pay for anything. It's still gonna be here. But if you wanna see my stuff ad-free, uncensored, and there's gonna be some bonus material on Pepperbox, you can check it out, and it's only $8 a month. Once again, just in case we get shut down, if you wanna see the uncensored and additional content, check out Pepperbox, but I'm still gonna be right here on YouTube's doing this shit for free so that everybody can enjoy it. All right. See you next time, weirdos. Although it would be funny for someone to look up and tell us that the president had a bad case of herpes.